Hi, welcome to the latest video. In tonight's video, I'm out here in the dark on a cold, wet November autumnal evening. The reason I'm filming in the dark is today I'm going to be comparing various bulbs for the Freelander 2. What I'm going to be doing is comparing standard side light bulbs like this with these, the Ring Premium LED CAN bus error free ones. I evaluated various side light bulbs in one of my other videos. These were the best ones, these were the brightest and the ones that didn't show any issues. And then for the dip beam bulb we have this, which is a standard H7. This was a Halford's own brand H7, 55 watt. All of these are 55 watt at the different brightnesses. So this is just a standard bulb. And then we've got this bulb here, which is a Halford's 120% brighter H7. You see it's got a slight blue end to it there. We've got good old Osram night breakers. Many people swear by these. Again, 55 watt, but much brighter than the standard bulb and probably brighter than Halford's extra bright extreme brilliance ones. We shall see. And then we've got these. Now these are my favourites. They're the Philips Diamond Vision Ultimate White Light Diamond Vision. Now, things to note about these: one, they're kind of blue, but when they're actually lit up, they're not blue. They're a very ice white, 5,000 Kelvin colour temperature. The reason why I like these is because if I do run these LED sides, then the headlights always look dimmer and the wrong colour. So LEDs are very, very pure bluey white, and then the bulbs, even if you go for them ultra super bright Osram night breakers, they're still a creamy yellowy colour compared to the LEDs. These are the only ones I've found that actually are a true pure bluey white like you get from the LEDs. You may be wondering why I'm not fitting LED bulbs to the dip beam. I have fitted them to my main beam. You can just about see in there we've got some LED H7 equivalents which work very well. Main reason why I'm not fitting LEDs to the dip is the beam pattern is often wrong. It'll fail the MOT, you'll end up blinding oncoming drivers. They're too bright for dip beam. They're actually illegal. The brightness just isn't right, the beam pattern isn't right, and one other problem that everybody forgets: they don't get hot. So when it snows, your headlights get covered in snow, it doesn't melt, and you can't then see where you're going. So what I'm doing here is putting LED sides in. LED main I've already fitted, but keep the dip, always keep the dip as a standard incandescent type of bulb like this, one that gets hot, and then when it gets frosty and snowy, your headlights will stay clear. That's a really important thing, and people just forget about that. They don't even think about that. They think, yeah, LED bulbs, you know, super bright, yeah, brilliant. Well, you're not going to save any electricity running LEDs because you need the load resistor in there, otherwise the computer thinks the bulb is blown. So it's the same current that's being drawn. LEDs are a nice colour, a nice pure white. They tend to be brighter, but as far as being road legal is concerned, it is better to run a 55 watt electrical power bulb. The lumens, of course, varies. So what you want to do is get as bright a bulb as possible that still uses or consumes 55 watts of electrical power. Now, interesting thing about these, 55 watts, nice bluey white light. On the back, in very, very small print, right down there, you can't even read it, it's so small, it actually says not legal for use in the EU, not for road use. Okay, so it's not for use on the public highway, not legal. It says for off-road use only, and not certified for, it's not CE marked basically, it's not for use in the EU. Now, I've been running these for many years, it's always passed the MOT. The beam pattern is correct, and that's all they're really worried about in the MOT. 55 watts, the beam pattern's correct. They are white, they're not blue. I know they look like the blue here, but they actually emit a white light, and it passes the MOT. If you ever got pulled over, you know, how are they gonna know, really? So long as as long as your headlights are dipped and they're not blinding people, adjusted correctly, if they're nice bright white light, I've never had any trouble. Never had any trouble with the MOT, never had any trouble being pulled over. Main beam is a free-for-all. Main beam, I've got roof lights up here on the roof, you can just about see them. Just about see them up on the roof there. It's a bit dark at the moment, but there they are. There's another video showing me fitting those to the roof. Those are extremely bright, but they only come on when I'm on main beam. So the rules say, the construction and use regulations for UK cars say that main beam can be whatever brightness you want, so long as it is dippable and does not dazzle oncoming traffic. When it comes to dip beam, you do need to be within certain limits. And it used to be 55 watts max. Nowadays, of course, it's there's probably a lumens figure as well. They make you stick within. So long as you're being sensible about it, you shouldn't really have any problems. So what I'm going to do here, this headlight here, I'm going to fit that headlight with the standard side and the standard 55 watt bulb there. It says 25% longer life, but nothing about it being extra bright. So that one's going to be pretty dim, like an old candle probably. So I'll put those in there just so that we've got something to compare against. And then in this headlight here, one by one, I will put in these other bulbs, and you can then see, hopefully, the brightness getting brighter and brighter. And you can see the colour temperature as well versus the standard one. On the sidelight side of things, I will put one of these LED sides in the side lights on this headlight here, just so you can compare that against the standard side light bulb. And hopefully, using some kind of video editing trickery, right at the end of this video, I will display a picture showing all of the bulbs compared, sort of on one image somehow. I'll have to take some stills and chop them, change them together, but it'd be very interesting to see all four of these bulbs sort of on the same image, same picture, so we can compare them. And these ones aren't so difficult to compare, because I'll put all those in one light and those in the other and stand back, and you can have a look and see what they look like. Other bulbs are available. Of course, there are other side light bulbs. Half of them don't work with the Land Rover CAN bus system. Some of them do. Many other H7s available, and of course you've also got the HID, xenon gas discharge type of lights, but these are all H7s. This is a 2009 Freelander, so it's H7s for dip and main. Okay, so I'm not going to be doing anything with my main beam today. I'm leaving those as my LED main beams. I'm quite happy with those. They're nice and bright. Beam pattern really doesn't cause an issue on main beam. So these are dip beam. So what I'm going to do, I've got to remove my headlight guard, so I need to undo these screws and slide these out and remove these brackets as well. It's all a bit of a pain really to remove these every time I want to get to the headlight. Once I've removed those, then it's a couple of nuts, a couple of bolts here, 10mm head bolts. Pop those out, pull the lever up at the back, slide out the headlight and get to the back. Do have another video showing how to remove the headlight unit and change the bulbs. I'm not going to show that in this video. This video is about comparing the different makes and brightnesses of the bulbs. Okay, so I will get started taking things apart, and hopefully in a moment we will see standard side, LED side, standard H7 dip, and the Halford's 120% brightness is the one I'm going to fit first into this light. Okay, so we're getting there. I fitted standard side light in there, the standard H7. I'm just going to press the lighting button here. You can see those look quite bright, but don't be fooled, that's probably my iPhone underexposing. And then in this headlight here we've put in the Halford's 120% brightness one. If any of you are interested in the LED main beam, you can see it there. It's a odd looking thing, it's got a fan built into it, and I had to buy some little adapter clips from on eBay to fit that in, and then there's a wire which I've just connected in to the, if you can see this very well, it's a bit dark, I connected that in there. The wire from the LED bulb goes into the standard clip, which is just loose, but by bending the pins outward slightly I made sure it stayed in. But we're not looking at LED main beam or dip bulbs today. The only LEDs will be the side light bulbs. So in there we have the Halford's bulbs. Interestingly, these ring LED side light bulbs, the great thing about them is you can fit them either way round. So if I take that out, turn it over, push it back in, turn the lights on again, still work. Not many LED bulbs allow you to do that because it's they're diode. Diodes only flow current in one direction. If you try other brands of LED bulb and they don't light, try just reversing them. You may find that some flash, and that is a sign that they don't have the error eliminating resistor built in, so they're not drawing enough current, and the computer's getting confused, thinking the bulb's gone, and turns it off, and then realizes that actually the bulb's there and turns it on, and they'll generally act up. They'll either flash or flicker or just not work at all. These ones are good, really bright, nice, reliable as well. You can get ones that look like this on eBay. They're just rubbish, cheap, tacky rubbish. They'll just fail after a couple of months, or half the LEDs will stop working on them. I used to run those, but soon realised that you're better off just spending the money getting a decent, correct item ready. So what I'm going to do now is carefully, these side light bulbs are particularly tricky to get in. You have to sort of look at the bulb, and there you go, you can see it start to slide in, push it in, get in there, and then you turn the thing very slightly so that it stays locked in. So let's put the headlight unit back in. I'm going to clip this completely in. Just push that in like that, so it's in, but it's not. I'm not going to bother putting the bolts back in. So this is standard side and dip versus Halford's 120% and LED. So let's turn off my little lantern here and then turn on the headlights. Okay, so there's the comparison there. Not a lot of difference really. You can see that the standard bulb is dimmer and it's also a more orangey kind of colour. Let's get a little bit closer now and have a look at the side light bulbs. So there's the standard side, very yellowy colour, very dim yellow. It's hold on, put that on again. There we go. Can't really see it too well on this video, but that is very dim. If we walk over to this side now, you can see straight away the difference in the colour there. So this is the Halfords 120% bright, which I can't work that out. It's more like 20% brighter rather than 120% brighter. They might have done a little bit of a trick with the figures there. So it's like 100% of normal brightness plus 20%, not more than twice as bright. I'm just not seeing that. LED sides, these are nice whitey blue light, very bright. Now unfortunately I can't really show you a video of just the side lights, but you can see there's a big difference. The LEDs are much brighter, much bluer white, really nice bright side lights, and you could quite happily drive around in the day with just your side lights on and be perfectly visible. Okay, so let's turn on my little work light now again. There we go. So what do we need to do now? I'm not going to do any more swapping of side light bulbs. I'll replace this one with the ring LED bulb. There it is in a moment when we've completed this video. But on the dip beam, we are now going to move up to Osram night breakers, which are this sort of factory standard really. They're the ones that everybody likes to use. Completely legal, not illegal, they're legal, CE marked, 55 watt, very bright, and we shall see how they compare against standard. And at the end of this video I'll try and do some sort of comparison of those against the Halfords ones. Right, I'm going to swap the bulb now and we'll try and see what it looks like. Right, so I've removed the Halfords bulb, put in the Osram night breaker. Let's have a quick look and see how this looks. Right, there you go. So I'm not really seeing a major difference between those and the Halfords 120%. They're definitely brighter than standard, but they're not really, they're still a bit yellowy. Really. Yeah, everybody swears by the night breakers, but they're just not. You can see the colour difference there versus the LED. There's a definite difference in colour. The Osrams are quite sort of pinky yellow in comparison, and colour temperature really not a lot of difference between those and the standard. They are brighter, given that. Let's just have a look at the actual beam there. Difficult to tell really. There's definitely more light on the left hand side there, where the Osrams are. So okay, right, let's put on the work light. Okay, so last bulb, Philips Diamond Vision, okay, blue glass. So let's pop one of those in, and it is going to be very bright. It is going to probably be brighter than night breaker. The important thing that I'm looking for is the colour temperature. Is it the same as those LED sides, which is what I'm really after. So I'm going to pull the headlight out again, pop those in, and that's the last one, and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, last bulb fitted. That's the Philips Diamond Vision put in there. Two things to be aware of, just two little words of caution here. First of all, with these bulbs, with any kind of halogen bulbs like these, especially these super bright ones, they do get very hot. obviously make sure they're cool before you take them out, but when you're fitting them, try not to touch the glass, because oils on your skin gets on the glass, and then under the extreme temperature of the bulb, it can actually make the glass crack or fail, and just makes the bulb just stop working sooner than it should. On the back here, it actually gives a lifetime figure for these, 400 hours, which isn't very long really. I drive with my headlights on all the time. Probably do about 20 hours driving a month, probably more than that. So 400 hours really, you're probably looking at, I don't know, a year or two maybe. Certainly if you do a lot of motorway miles, especially at night, then you may want to go for something that's not quite so bright, but a little bit longer lasting. The other word of caution is there are a lot of fake ones out there on eBay and on the internet. Just be aware, really. These were bought on Amazon, but even on Amazon, I mean, could be a counterfeit bulb. There are loads of them out there, and the counterfeits really will fail quickly. Often they're just regular bulbs put in a fancy box with a bit of blue paint on. I can't tell how you tell if these are real or not. I mean, they've got writing underneath, but it's all very easy to fake. The clear glass on the front had a kind of hologrammy thing on it, but even that can be fake. Some of these fakes are very convincing. So you should be looking to pay about £20 to £25 for a pair of these. I paid 22, I think, and these ring sides are about £12 for a pair. So avoid anything substantially cheaper than that. They're probably not genuine. So, right, here we go. Last bulb. Let's turn off the work light. Put on the lights. Oh, there we go. Oh, now you can see a difference. Look at that. Not a lot of difference there between the LED side light and the Philips Diamond Vision bulb. It's not blue, even though the glass is blue, the light is not blue, it's pure white. Compare that against our pinky, peachy coloured standard bulbs. When I stand back, put the lights on again, you can really see the difference there. Really see the difference. They're not staggeringly brighter, it's the colour that's different. But because they're a purer white, they light the road up a bit clearer. So I do recommend these Philips bulbs, they are good. If you want to stay fully within the law and run bulbs that are definitely road legal and CE marked, then the Osram night breakers are still the ones to go for. But there are others out there. I think Halfords now do 150% or maybe even higher. They just seem to be getting higher and higher all the time. So you know, try some others. Bosch bulbs are good as well. There's too many out there for me to try in this video. So this gives you a quick overview of these four. Now what I'm going to do now is try to stitch together some stills from this video and put a picture up showing a comparison of all four dip beam bulbs in one image. Okay, well, I hope that video was useful. I'm now going to fit the LED side light into this bulb and the other Diamond Vision dip beam, put my headlight guards back on, and you can hear there's fireworks in the background. It's early November, dark, wet, cold nights. It is important to be able to see clearly. So hopefully now you've got a rough idea of what bulbs to go for. Thank you for watching. Bye.